First on BBC One, Premier League football in Match of the Day with Desmond Lynham.
Good evening, welcome to a special midweek edition of Match of the Day. Bet you weren't expecting this. And I bet some of the sides weren't expecting to play one another after so soon of meeting each other in the Cup. Owen's ball in. Oh yes! And I suspect it's an own goal! Wimbledon succumbed to a terrible own goal in a defeat to Manchester United that would feel completely unjustified. They stayed in Manchester for the last few days, riling themselves up. Crazy gang into the theatre of dreams tonight. It's a real relegation six-pointer already at the end of the season. Nottingham Forest, Coventry City have it all to do in this game as Premiership survival really starts to hit home.
A few more points better off, but they can't afford to lose this one. Here's Wayman side netting.
Clubhouse will have all the goals in the Premiership today. This evening are two men that know all about surprises. Is Trevor and Trevor. But first and foremost, we'll go to the relegation six-pointer between Nottingham Forest and Coventry City. Big Ron Atkinson was in certainly buoyant mood the way in which Coventry's side have played. They just haven't got the results he believes they deserve. He's not going to whip them, I can assure you of that. As for Nottingham Forest, well, they've got player-manager Stuart Pearce leading the line for them. Could this be a crucial moment in their survival race in the Premiership? Commentary for this one comes from Trev Motson.
Well, Nottingham Forest, it's desperate times, and of course the second of Frank Clark since we were last with you at the City Ground has now been taken over by player manager Stuart Pearce, and he selects himself at left back in a side that includes the experienced strike force of Kevin Campbell and Dean Saunders. A lot of pressure will be on the two wingers of Ian Lone and Steve Stone to provide the bullets from either side. Coventry under Big Ron Atkinson, not too far away from relegation themselves, but they give a chance to Darren Huckabee, and Ian Jess will play on the right hand side with Dublin and Noel Whelan, the former Leeds player, up front. What a grudging relegation six-pointer we've got in store here. 9 minutes gone, and the tension here at the City Ground is absolutely unbelievably tense. Saunders, still Dean Saunders, terrific play, and will that be a free kick? Uriah Rennie from Sheffield said he was. Dean Saunders getting away from Williams there, but not Richard Shaw, and it's a free kick. And Stuart Pearce, who's famed for these blasting free kicks, can he get another master blaster away? Pearce, left foot, yes he can! Stuart Pearce, the player manager and captain, has put Forest ahead, the bottom side lead, and could this be the most massive lifelines in their bid to stay in the Premiership? The Regiments never saw it. Stuart Pearce has given Forest the lead in this Midland relegation six-pointer. It's all Midland. I think he got a deflection. Let's have a look from behind the goal. Pearce running up. There's the free kick, and yes, I think he got a nick off the wall, but he won't care, neither will Forest, they're one in the lead. Of course, it's not the first time Stuart Pearce has beaten the Grizzovich from a free kick down the other end at the Trent End in a League Cup semi-final some 7 years ago. He scored a terrific free kick goal, which put Forest in the final. Coventry's expected. At the other end, it's Wayman, who could have easily made it 1-1. Well, 4 marks to Ron Atkinson's side. Early setback, conceding the first goal. They're fighting back and almost got their reward of an equaliser. Coventry City actually have a brilliant history, have got quite a history of battling relegation. Sometimes, quite a number of occasions, they've had to save themselves on the final day of the league season. Here's Dublin. A few more points better off, but they can't afford to lose this one. Here's Wayman, side netting. I think the angle died on him, and because Crossley had sort of like narrowed the angle, it would have took a lot to have beaten Crossley and got it in at the near post. Not a good kick out, I'm afraid. Here's Ian Jesh, formerly of Aberdeen. Kevin Richardson, an experienced hand. That's why Ron Atkinson turned to him to add a bit of guile in that midfield. Whelan! Oh, well, he's had 3 good opportunities now, Noel Whelan, and none of them have been taken. And this was a chance really he made out of absolutely nothing, and just as you see there, just curling wide of the post. Good left-footed shot, but just curling away from that far post. It's Chettle for Forest. But straight to Jess, who might have his opponents on chips. Now then, Gary McAllister. Good ball to Dublin. They need something from Dion Dublin. Good ball. Now Whelan. That's a goal. 1-1. It's Noel Whelan, and it has been coming for the last 10 minutes. And 3,000 Coventry supporters down at the Bridgman end go absolutely mad with delight. Big Ron Atkinson, no emotion from him, but he'll be delighted inside, I'm sure. And a setback for Stuart Pearce at his side. It's a good ball played in there, and Noel Whelan, well, he's not going to waste a 4th opportunity, is he? Good work from Dublin, and credit to Whelan there. Other strikers could have just got straight offside, but not him. It's a great finish, and it's 1 apiece now. There's been a good grudgy 27 minutes here at the City Ground. It's been an enjoyable one for this particular commentator, who loves a good relegation 6-pointer. Good ball to Whelan. Can't find him, no. Pearce will pick up the loose ball. Pearce with a free kick that put Forest ahead just shy of 10 minutes, but no, Whelan just 3 minutes ago made it 1-1 at the 4th time of asking. Here's Marcus Hall for Coventry. Youngster Darren Huckabee today, very vastly experienced. Gary McAllister, who's won a league championship, let's not forget, with Leeds United. Kevin Richardson, who's been and done it and won things at the likes of Aston Villa and Everton. Here's Jess. Good ball for the former Aberdeen man. Here's Huckabee. And here's Dublin. Oh, that was so near. And Forest now are living on their nerves, because Coventry, since Forest scored, have been much the better team. Forest all over the place at the back, and they should have been punished more than the once they've already been punished already. Big chance missed from Dion Dublin. Jess again. He's having a good game on that right hand side, the Scottish international. Terrific play now, Halfinger Harlan. Good ball by him to Kevin Campbell. Chris Bart-Williams. Chip forward, that's a good ball. Campbell's in behind. Oh, it's a brilliant goal! Kevin Campbell! The former Arsenal man, with 5 minutes to go before the break, puts Forest in front, and the City Ground goes absolutely wild again, with relief more than celebration. And Stuart Pearce's side go back in front. The caretaker manager having the desired effect here this afternoon. Filling 3 roles, the role of left back, the captaincy and the caretaker manager. Shows how Pearce is a true leader, but what a finish this was from the former Arsenal man Kevin Campbell. Good ball over the top from Chris Bart-Williams. That's the quality that's got him an England cap previously under Graham Taylor. And what an unerring finish past the Grizovic. It's 2-1. 15 minutes gone in this second half, and it's tense now. Samarka 1 for Huckabee, as Coventry got to But the team with more experienced hands, John Solarco is certainly one of those. But at the moment it's Forest looking for this third goal. He got it from Kevin Campbell! What a sensational strike! Wonderful! Could get be the catalyst for Forest to probably reduce the greatest of escapes and keep Coventry down there too into the bargain. Relief is being shown all around the city ground, which is full of emotion. They haven't had too much to celebrate down by the banks of the River Trent, but that goal from Campbell may well give them just cause to now, and maybe give them relief. They can get out of trouble. 3-1. Here's Solarco for Coventry. Good ball back in there once more. Oh, it's come to Jess, who scores brilliantly. Jess makes it 3-2. And Jess definitely had his opponent on chips then, if you pardon the pun. And to nick an old phrase from my colleague Mr. Davis. But it was an inverting finish from the former Aberdeen man. Not great defending. He had Wone on chips, did he on Jess? And it's 3-2 now. And here's a good view from the other end of the ground. Not a good header away, but Wone here was very slack. And Jess got in there and said, thank you very much. Let's put this game back on a knife edge. And that's what they've done. It's 3-2. 4 minutes to play. The game's still in the balance. Nervous tension from both sets of supporters. Coventry's fans hoping for an equalising goal. A 3-3 draw would be a good result for them. Only a win will do for Stuart Pearce and Nottingham Forest. It's been a battering game, but the ball played in there and Pearce had to get it away because Jets was close at hand. And what's the referee giving here, Uriah? I think he's giving a corner. A corner it is. McAllister to take. It's what Alex Ferguson would say, squeaky bum time here. And the header comes in! And Mark Crossley is relieved. It was a free header. And it was John Solarco with the header that goes agonisingly over for Coventry. The whistle has gone, and the city ground has gone absolutely mad with glee and relief, may I add. A tremendous game of football. And relegation, you won't see too many great games played with relegation at stake. Kevin Campbell and Stuart Pearce with the goals for Forest. Campbell got a brace after Pearce had opened the scoring. No Wayman scored to make it 1-1, and then obviously Campbell scored to make it 2-1 and 3-1. Ian Jess pulled one back towards the end, and then John Solarco missed a great header to make it 3-3. But what a game of football, what an advertisement. It's finished Nottingham Forest 3, Coventry City 2, and an absolute classic at the wrong end of the table.
Well, Trev Motson did say it correctly there. A real advertisement for Premiership football here. Nottingham Forest edging it in a fantastic game. Yeah, it was excellent. I thought, but the way in which these two sides are playing, that they're going to be rather cautious, but I think they went for it, and I think that boldness could be good for both of these sides. Sometimes when you realise you're in a relegation dogfight, sides tend to take a step back, tend to not take the chances that they should do, and that's where games tend to fall apart. I think for an occasion such as today, a real key moment is going to be trying to go for it. Forest had the luck today, Coventry made their chances. Both these sides have also showed they can score goals. The question can be, is it because defensively they're not as confident in either side, or can they go and replicate that against other sides? I think it's looking around about 40 odd points, maybe 41, 42 could be what you need for survival. So the way these two sides sit, they've really got to start cracking on. Yeah, indeed, not long left of the Premiership to go as we start to edge our way ever so close towards the 10 game mark to go, 14 to go at the moment. Now it's Manchester United, league champions. They have been the side to beat in the 90s thus far, but Wimbledon are having a fantastic season under Joe Kinnear. Manchester United were lucky in a late comeback to beat Wimbledon, And the Crazy Gang have stayed in Manchester as Joe Kinnear tries to make sure his side can right the wrongs of the FA Cup fourth round game. Commentary from this one, unless we let him come home from this one, was Trevor Davis.
Manchester United have a place in the fifth round of the FA Cup. Wimbledon will be hoping for revenge to take from them 3 crucial points. Yet what is not known here is just how good these two sides could potentially be this season. Wimbledon have been hard to beat. Manchester United have been hard to stop scoring. And with that, Alec Ferguson today is able to name a stronger lineup to the one he played in the Cup just a week ago. Nicky Butt will partner Roy Keane in the middle. Giggs and Beckham move out to the wings. Andy Cole returns to partners Eric Cantona, Pallister, Nonson, and both the Neville brothers at left and right back. Joe Kinnear today has brought in Mick Hartford, who comes in to partner Marcus Gale after Efene Okoku pulled up a knock. Other than that, the only change is Ben Thatcher coming in at left back and Kenny Cunningham moving over to his customary right back position. Here's Earl. Jones. Space for Neil Ardley. And a chance for Neil Ardley. And Schmeichel had to react to that, parrying the ball away. Good work. Able to find the room and get the shot away. Manchester United will question the quality of the defending there, or lack of, one may dare say. Beckham with the free kick. It's headed away in the end by Chris Perry. Gary Neville. This is Keane. Headed away by Leonardson. Here's Earl. Now Hartford. Leonardson wants it played again. Earl gets it and loses it as a result of it. Here's Cantona. And that is not going to worry Neil Sullivan. This is Keane. It's an excellent ball. Beckham. Manchester United comfortable in possession. Can they provide a meaningful moment? There's Nicky Butts. Beckham will pick the ball back up. He will lose it. Dean Blackwell again. Here is Hartford. Jones, space out wide if Jones can see Earl, which he has. Earl's ball looking for Gale, that had to be cut out and was cut out by Pallister. Rightly applauded by the Manchester United fans here inside Old Trafford. Jones. Leonardson to Hartford, who shoots. This time Schmeichel's able to grab it. Wimbledon showing there's a little bit about them. Perhaps Mick Hartford could be an inspired choice. Schmeichel though, good effort to get two hands and to stop anything more happening there. That's a fine stop. Phil Neville has seen David Beckham in acres of space. And Beckham's cross. Oh, just headed wide from Cantona. Good work, particularly by Phil Neville for the ball across all the way to Beckham. Beckham gets the cross and then Cantona, well, he's buried them all season. Here's Cunningham. Ardley does well to get a toe onto that. Roy Keane just caught Leonardson. Seems to disagree with it. And I have to say, I'm with Roy Keane on this one. I can't see anything wrong with that. Chris Perry to take. Leonardson heads it down. This is Neil Ardley. Ben Thatcher is over on the near side. Leonardson to Jones. Looks for Leonardson, who's offside. Good decision by the linesman today. David Ellery there putting his flag up straight away. Leonardson's headed down to Jones. Now Giggs. Cantona lays it back to Cole. Now Nicky Butt. Beckham. Oh, Andy Cole, that was poor. Well, it was set up. A lovely pass by David Beckham. In the end, right into a dangerous area, but Cole here should be doing better. And I think Andy Cole knows that, based on the feedback to his teammates. This is Manchester United's right midfielder, David Beckham, finding their man on the left, and has been now for the last 7 years, Ryan Giggs. But Cantona, Beckham, cut out by Thatcher, will be a corner. 4 minutes to go till half time. David Beckham with the corner. It's a poor corner. Robbie Earle is able to get that and clear it away. Johnson gets there at a half foot. It's been a real performance there by Johnson where he's made these blocks. Lovely little pass from Giggs to Keane. Oh, now referee's decision here. It'll be a free kick against Roy Keane. I'm suspecting here for a dive. Yeah, and a booking. Cut out. Scholes' pass into Cantona. Now Andy Cole. Keane sees Giggs over on the near sides. Cole and Cantona have continued the run. Just there in the area at the moment. Giggs. Scholes. Well, he gets away from the announcer and does get the shot off. Not going to worry Neil Sullivan there. That's slightly more intense, and that's slightly more what Manchester United would feel they possibly need here. Scholes' efforts. Giggs with space. And a good cross. Cut out. Only as far as Roy Keane. Sees Beckham out wide. Beckham. Cut out again. Good defending from Wimbledon. We've been alive to the danger from Manchester United when they have attacks with width. 30 minutes to go and not a breakthrough at the moment. Joe Kinnear will be very pleased with the way his side have played. Oh, and just for half a second I thought Cantona had laid that off for Cole. But it wasn't to be. Cole was offside. But if Cantona had controlled that, it was a shot at target there. Beckham to Neville. Scholes. Keane. Keane to Cole. Good challenge. Robbie Earle doing brilliantly. Wimbledon on the counter-attack. Hartford. Nice pass to Jones was not great. Scholes to Cole. Cantona. Keane. Oh, Eric Cantona for Manchester United. He's hit the post. Can you believe that? Beckham. Towards Cantona again. Blackwell gets it away. Down to Roy Keane. Beckham again. Another low cross. Oh, it's deflected over. The Cantona was through. The big moment, and he has struck the woodwork. And Thatcher is across. Alford doesn't get that. Bounces kindly for Ronnie Johnson. Schmeichel. Gary Neville. Here's Scholes. Cantona. Solskjaer. Leonardson intercepts. This is Ardley. Johnson. Jones reads it. Leonardson. It's a race on at the moment for Mick Hartford. Can he get there? Yes, he can! Oh, what a save by Schmeichel! The best moment of the match for Wimbledon. Good work by Jones. What a pass this was by Ulrik Leonardson. Mick Hartford through. Went with his right foot. That's a brilliant save by Peter Schmeichel. A huge moment in the match.
Well, 0-0. Not a very good game and not a great advert in the end for the Premiership. No, but I have to say credit goes to Wimbledon. They got things a lot better today. Just both sides, I think, were slightly tired from midweek. And Manchester United can roll their squad, and they had a changed squad at the weekend. They had a stronger side today, but it just didn't gel. And I think Wimbledon, that same sort of nucleus, there was just a little bit more will to go. I think Manchester United will be disappointed. They hit the post. They had the best chance to win the match. But ultimately, very good game. Wimbledon will be delighted with that. Right, let's take a look at all the other games that took place. Your review here comes from Trevor Zinstat.
What's the key to a great performance? Having a striker that knows where the goal is. Liverpool have got that. Stan Collymore showing his instincts to poke home after John Barnes' corners ricocheted in the box. Patrick Berger was able to head home the goal after an excellent cross by Jason McAteer, and Liverpool were rocking. But they didn't have it their own way, and in the second half, after Phil Barrett brought down Juninho, Ravanelli stepped up to fire a penalty that brought Middlesbrough back in the game. And memories of the 3-3 game at the Riverside were starting to surface. That wasn't until the best passing move of the match took place. After an excellent bit of work by Jamie Redknapp to seize the ball on Kane Steve McManaman, an unstoppable finish, and Liverpool's 2-goal advantage was restored. And they would only continue to add to this as the match went on. Wright found Fowler and McManaman that both combined to beautifully play through Stan Collymore to get his second, which he took with absolute aplomb. On a hat-trick, with Anfield edging him on, Stan Collymore would eventually get it after another Middlesbrough mistake. John Barnes seizing on the loose ball, a pass to Collymore, that trusty left foot did the business. No chance Walsh. Liverpool with a huge performance this evening, and Stan Collymore has the match ball to celebrate a fine performance. Well, anything Liverpool can do, Newcastle United can match. They got themselves going after that old combination. Ferdinand found Shearer. It's at times been the only bright spot of a Newcastle side which has struggled in December. There's hoping 1997 continues to be their uproar. Les Ferdinand brilliantly combining with Rob Lee to play this beautiful ball through. Ferdinand, though, went and wallied it. Power sometimes is what you need from your centre forward. No chance in the end, Neville Southall. And as the second half continues to march on, so did the brilliant play from Newcastle United. Ferdinand passing it back to David Ginola, who saw the run of Peter Beardsley, and the finish beat Southall, who couldn't even move for it. And with Newcastle enjoying their football, a fourth goal arrived. Les Ferdinand saw the run of his various centre-forward partner Alan Shearer. His finish was just instinctual. Certainly was a night to enjoy for Newcastle United, but Everton did manage a little consolation goal right at the very end. Højbjerg and Branch combined this excellent through ball played through to Duncan Ferguson, who took his time and finished coolly. But it wasn't enough to change the results. Newcastle with a big win and a big performance in the end. The London derby involved a tough contest for Arsenal, and it didn't start particularly well for them. New signing for West Ham United, Paul Kitson found his way through. He finished brilliantly to beat David Seaman to put West Ham United in the lead, a goal which was celebrated by him and all his teammates. But Arsenal did find their way back in the game when Wright and Bergkamp combined to pay through Paul Merson, whose wonderful low curling strike was too good for Molosco and brought the Gunners level. And in the end, it was a bit of brilliance that won the match in the end. Well, watch out for the defending. No one closing Bergkamp down. Well, he went ahead and fired and rifled the winning goal in. A wonderful performance in the end for Arsenal. Harry Redknapp says his side must do better. Aston Villa were beaten at home, and it was an excellent goal taken by an old Liverpool player that got in the end. Andy Booth saw the run of Steve Nicol that continued his run from midfield. He caught Mark Bosnich in no man land. That was enough to beat Villa at home, and a big win for Sheffield Wednesday. Chelsea beat Southampton 1-0 at the Dell when this game took place in the first weekend of the Premiership, and 1-0 was required again here. But this time it was Zola playing in Gianluca Vialli. When he was asked to provide a finish, boy did he. An effort which Besson could get no one near. A brilliant performance in the end by Chelsea, who snuck over the line just a goal to nothing. Blackburn Rovers got off to the perfect start against Tottenham Hotspur, especially when Pedersen's excellent ball found Chris Sutton, who showed us he definitely knows where the back of the goal is. But Blackburn Rovers' problem hasn't necessarily been scoring, it's about keeping leads, and Spurs found their way back into the match. Andy Sinton and Armstrong combined, and Teddy Sheringham shows us he's got a left foot, and a boy what a left foot he's got. That excellent strike bringing Spurs level. And then there was the winning goal. It wasn't a calamity of errors, more in a case of perhaps no one really taking charge of the situation. In the end, Teddy Sheringham played the ball and Darren Anderton to score his first goal for 9 games. An excellent little strike that was too good in the end, and Spurs with a big 2-1 win. Leicester City and Sunderland were played out a 1-1 draw. The first goal was an excellent little work when Steve Claridge found enough room to finish. A centre forward on fire is what you need, certainly at Filbert Street. But Leicester showed perhaps a little bit of naivety in failing to finish off the game, and Sunderland found their way back in. A Martin Scott low cross was eventually met by Michael Bridges, whose finish was too good for Casey Keller, and a huge equaliser for Sunderland. Leeds and Derby finished goalless, but it wasn't for the one to try. There were some excellent chances and decent football played, but in the end it's a night will show you that perhaps sometimes a goalkeeper can have a really good match, especially Rob Holt saving a brilliant effort here from Colton Palmer. There were chances. Ashley Ward has the best of them in the end for Derby County, but he couldn't keep his shot under the bar.
Top of the Premiership after that, Arsenal Manchester United are both level on points, separated by goal difference. Liverpool remain just a point behind them. Newcastle United are 4 points behind. Chelsea just simmering away. Wimbledon after that draw remains 6th. Bottom in the Premiership, well, Nottingham Forest's win climbs them out of the relegation zone. Coventry City drop in, but Middlesbrough and Southampton remain behind them. Blackburn will be slightly worried they're back in a relegation dogfight, but you look at any of those clubs in the bottom half of the table, they could be in that relegation dogfight come the end of the season. And that's not the end of the season, but it is the end of January for us here on Match Today. Thank you for joining special midweek. The Premiership returns again this weekend, and we're going to see Wimbledon again, because why not? Class game to see. For all of us, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you again very soon. Bye-bye.